Hey everyone, this is a quick rundown of the Midjourney updates from June. The biggest news this month is the release of Midjourney's first video model. You can animate any of your Midjourney images plus external images, select from low motion or high motion, use manual if you want to change the prompt text. For each video job you submit, you get 4 5-second clips back. You can extend videos by 4 seconds up to 4 times, turning your 5-second clip into a 21-second video. The video model maintains style continuity throughout the whole clip, which is one of my biggest complaints with other models, where whenever I try to animate one of my Midjourney images, the style and details just kind of melt away. I'm really impressed with Midjourney's video model so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's really affordable compared to other models out there. Current cost is about 8 times more than an image job. Video jobs do use your monthly allocation of fast GPU hours by default. You can keep an eye on your remaining fast GPU time by going to the Manage Subscription page on the website or type /info in Discord. If you are a Pro or Mega subscriber, you do have access to Relax mode for video, which does not use your fast GPU time. Turbo mode for video may also be enabled soon. Midjourney's video model doesn't have a lot of the fancy controls and is only 480p for now, but that will change. They are working on a video upscaler, which should be out in the next couple of weeks. There will also be a general update to improve video quality. End frame capability is coming soon, so you can use both a start and end frame. This should also make looping videos possible. Video is web only for now. For a full tutorial and tips, including some of the challenges that I've encountered so far, be sure to check out my previous video. And a few related updates, there is a new Explore page section for videos. You can also rank videos by going to your tasks page and clicking rank videos. If you're one of the top 2,000 rankers for the day, you'll get 1 free fast GPU hour. You can also filter your organized page by videos, and I highly recommend creating a folder to keep your favorite videos in because it's much harder to pick out your favorites at a quick glance compared to images. The second major update last month was the release of the new style reference system. This update affects results for SREF codes, mood boards, and using images as style references in V7. The new system does not affect results for the V6 models. For SREF codes, if you're using V7 and you want your old SREF codes to work the same way that they used to, you must include --SV4 in your prompt. SV is the style version parameter, and Midjourney uses it to distinguish their different style reference systems. V7 now defaults to the new style reference system, which is SV6. The new system comes with a brand new set of more than 4 billion SREF codes that you can discover using SREF random or by entering a random number after the SREF parameter. The new system is better at understanding the style of an image, so when you do use images as style references, the results should match more closely to your input reference. Mood boards should also give you more accurate styling that better reflects the style and variety of the images in your mood board. For a detailed breakdown of the new SREF system, including examples of some of the new SREF codes, check out my latest SREF update video, which I'll link below. I'll be honest, I've been a bit overwhelmed with the excitement and busyness around Midjourney's updates over the last couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to having more time to explore this new set of SREF codes. I will be adding new V7 specific SREF codes to my SREF collection, hopefully sometime in the next few weeks. If you've already purchased this PDF through my Gumroad or Patreon shops, you'll automatically receive any new SREF codes that I add. I'll drop the link below. Then we have a few miscellaneous updates. V7 officially became the default model in mid-June. If you want to change back to V6 or 6.1, you can do so in your settings. If you're new to the V7 model, I highly encourage you to watch my V7 tips and omni-reference videos. There is a V7.1 in training that incorporates learnings from the video model for better hand and body coherence, but it's not clear yet if it will be released. They're also moving towards a V8, but that release is still at least a few months away. A Niji-specific video model has been in development. I believe it's supposed to be text-to-video, but the team isn't quite happy with it yet, so a release is currently up in the air. Video in general is expensive on Midjourney's end, so they are working to improve their video infrastructure and have more servers coming online to help with processing. Remember, Midjourney is completely community funded with no investors. The fact that we get 4 videos at once quickly and cheaply compared to other models while maintaining style continuity is really impressive for a debut release. The team is also working on a style explorer to make it easier for us to explore the SREF code universe. That is expected to be out within the next few weeks. 3D development should resume now that V7 has been set to the default model and video has been released. So that's it for our June roundup. Be sure to check out my SREF and video model videos for more details. And if you found this update helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and maybe even joining my Patreon community where you'll find all of my monthly prompt collections, exclusive videos, and other Midjourney guides. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.